So I've become a pretty big fan of these Rainpoint hose timers. This is for either a drip system or a sprinkler system, depending on how you want to use it. It's essentially a really simple timer that goes on your hose bib. I have a 4-way splitter here, and this is it right here. It has a brass adapter. I think that's an upgrade. I think there's a base model with a plastic adapter. This is the unit itself. It's you can find these really easily on Amazon, Home Depot, and stuff like that. They sell for about $25, $30 each, depending on seasonality and that sorts of things. And it's a very simple, very reliable timer for your drip hoses, for your garden. And you can see it goes right off your hose bib. Again, you will want a splitter for this, so you can use your hose to fill up your watering cans or whatever. And your normal hose goes here. It just sits in the middle, has a battery there. It's a little battery indicator. Battery life on these things seems quite good, so it's not been a problem so far. And basically, you see it's active now, and it cycles through the settings for when this hose should run. This one is on right now, so you do have to leave this on, obviously, for it to function, which is something you got to keep in mind. So you will need either a single hose or a splitter, which you'll leave off on the other ones, and you can activate as required. This one is active now. It just stopped right here. You can see right now it's on. How often do I want to run it in my garden? I'm going to run it every 2 days. It's a good amount for me. How long shall it run? It's going to run for 1 hour. This is about a 3.5 gallon per minute hose. So I did the math and I figured out, given the size of the drip lines, the size of the garden, 3.5 gallons per minute, that sort of stuff, I figured an hour is just about a right time in kind of the deep summer for me. What time do you want it to start? For me, it's 10 a.m. You could adjust that. What time is it now? I'll use a 12-hour clock, and it's 3:30 p.m. now or whatever. And you can make the adjustments here. Now it's off. Say it's going to rain tomorrow. Maybe I'll turn it off. Generally, you just leave it on, and now it'll say it's 3 p.m. and that it's going to run in tomorrow morning. So it's a really simple apparatus. It's a really good deal at $26. I found these to be pretty reliable. Haven't had any problems with them. And you can buy a 2-pack for about $50 in case you have, say, 2 gardens or maybe a front back, or you want to split this a few ways. If you do split it a few ways, it can kind of get in the way of each other because they are pretty large. You can kind of turn it a little bit, but it's not that easy. Usually it's easier if you have multiple hose bibs, again, which is not really a problem. A lot of houses have one in the front, one in the back, or one on the side and one in the back or whatever. So it's the Rainpoint timer for your drip hoses. Definitely recommend it. Very simple to use. Sometimes these ones are really hard to set up. It's like, resetting your VCR. Shouldn't be that hard, but ends up being really hard in practice. I have not found that to be the case. And they're pretty tough. This one's outside. It gets wet all the time. It's not been an issue, and the battery hasn't been randomly dying. So you come home from vacation, your plants are dead. That's not been an issue. So far, so good. Definitely recommend the Rainpoint hose timer. Thanks for watching.